So it's 11:12 p.m., 26th of April 2024. As you can probably tell from my voice, I'm still fucking sick. But we still get our work done, okay? Now, that being said, today was pretty lackluster in terms of how much work I got done. Really, all I did was just make calls. That's all I really did. I didn't want to do anything that not hinder my performance, but I didn't want to do a project. I didn't want to start on a project with this sort of mental space, if you get what I mean. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to planning and directing the team, you have to be in a very specific mental space. I'm not sure if any of you have read the book Power versus Force, but in that book basically details that there's multiple levels of consciousness, and one of the highest levels of consciousness is I believe it was courage, and I believe on above courage was neutrality or something like that, right? When you are sick, the chances of you being in these higher forms of consciousness is way lower. So I didn't want to start on anything with a low level of consciousness, if that makes sense. So it's just one of those things, man. It's just one of those things where you have to play your best move with the cards that you've been dealt, right? And in this case, I've been dealt a little bit of a headache and dizziness, and you can't really think properly. But that's the card that you've been dealt, right? So you can't really do much about it. That being said, you can still do work. And I really wish I wasn't sick. If I wasn't sick, I'd be doing so much work right now, but that's the last thing that I should be thinking about. The more anxious I get, the harder it's going to be for my body to recover. So I'm going to find a way to stay relaxed. Anyway, let's talk about planning. Let's talk about planning, okay? And very specifically, I mean next day planning. Because I always preach, you should always plan for the next day. You should always plan for the next day. And I stick by that. But some of you that do that you might start to realize that even when you plan your day, you don't necessarily complete everything, or you don't necessarily plan enough in your day, right? What I would say to that is plan as much as you can. When I plan my day, it's not just planning my day. The way that I see it is it's gone past just planning my day. It's every single night I'll plan my day, and if I don't complete it, it's fine. At least I have a path to walk down. At least I have a journey. Being an entrepreneur is almost like you're walking through a desert, and every night you have to go to bed, but you know when you wake up, you'll be delirious and you won't really know where to go. If you're walking through that desert and you go to bed, the best thing that you can do is point an arrow for yourself or draw an arrow in the sand for yourself when you wake up. So you know exactly which direction to go. That's exactly what planning my day looks like. And that being said, if you plan your day the day before and you plan way too much and you can possibly do, good. That's good. That means that you have a lot to do. And that means that you have a lot of ideas, and that means that you have a plan ahead of you. So just walk those steps. Okay, just walk those steps. The only thing that can go wrong in that case is you plan the wrong thing or you're lazy. And in both situations, it's fixable because you can find out if you plan the wrong thing just through failure, and you can find out if you're lazy just through self analysis. All right, so always plan your day the day before. Always do it. Okay. That's all I can think about, and that's all I can talk about today, because again, still a little bit delirious. So yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. Good night, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.